picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Baylor Bears and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Javi Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and a really nice job to set up this offense with good field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Livingston. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments. Also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway. Because you said it, David. He was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A-game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Got his man on the right. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Flagway wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
DJ gonna fire again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense at an empty set. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that tight end looking like a spelt wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. BYU right back to the line.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step, but L.J. Martin, David, probably one...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Throwing, Lagway. Escapes the sack. With the catch, it's Freeman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bears!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to feel the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. On the move. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Flagway. Rushes on him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Catch is made at the 15. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. That's reeled in. It's Lions. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're not get free. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lagway on the play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give to the left side.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? 4th down, Lagway. Throws to the wideout. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got a man, it's Casper. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself...
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. BYU lines up quickly. Offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Unloads to the wideout.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Makes the quick grab. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Here's Lagway to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Baylor! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Casper. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cougars in the hurry-up.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll pull it down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The sure hands, it's Lyons. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Bachmeier. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, saying go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense not showing press coverage. Flagway wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 18 team, the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Aztecs with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. BYU right back to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Casper. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Throwing, Lagway. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cougars racing to the line in a hurry up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That is just an inexcusable offensive penalty. A delay of game in this situation makes the 3rd and goal that much tougher. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Flagway. Trying to burn this defensive back. Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Flagway trying to be heard above the noise. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. He caught it!
This is why athletic QBs are so hard to play. You think you got him nailed, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's outside the pocket, throwing strikes, making big plays.
Going to the run, it's Martin. Touchdown, BYU! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Here's Lagway to pass. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Just feeds the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Lagway. Going long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He might want another play. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Firing to the right, complete. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. Down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts, somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Lagway wants to throw. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Now improvising. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway.